back to my channel. I am participating in the Organization, DIY, and Home Decor Challenge hosted by the DIY Mommy. I have decided to do a calendar because whenever the new year starts, I like to have a fresh calendar, and I kind of wanted to do something different this year. Instead of having one that I would have to purchase every year, I wanted to make one that I could reuse. And I thought this would be really cool because it's also made out of cork, so it's a really good desk item. You can pin things to it. And yeah, it's good to just organize your life and know what day it is, because sometimes that just doesn't happen for me. So I will leave all the measurements of everything down below because it does have some specific measurements that just I use, so I thought I would take the guesswork out of it for you guys and give you the basic concept, and then if you want exact measurements, just look in the description box, and then you don't have to worry about any of that yourself. I will also link the playlist of all the other videos so that you guys can check it out and get some organization ideas. Alright, so let's get into the DIY. You're going to need some cork tiles or pieces of cork, and you're also going to need some letter and number stickers. I got a bunch in varying sizes. So this is going to be what the typical first part of your calendar is going to look like, and this is going to be the tallest part. How I got this is that I chose my longest word, that was the word Saturday, and I spelled it out on the cork before I even cut it, and that gave me a general idea of what size I needed for this piece. Then I just chose whatever height I wanted. It's however tall you want your calendar to be. You can choose that yourself. And then I just cut that out, and now you have a panel that looks like this. Then I just drew a line across to kind of act as a guideline, so I knew I was putting my letters on straight. And I started with the first day of the week, which is Monday, and I just kind of tried to center it as best as I could. And once you finish with that, you're just gonna flip it and then put the next word on the top. So you're gonna do Tuesday, and you're gonna keep doing this. You're gonna have 2 words on each side, so it's gonna go Monday, Tuesday, flip it to the back, Wednesday, Thursday, etc., etc. You can erase those pencil lines, and now your next piece is going to be a little bit under your day of the week. So just measure up, and that's gonna be your height. But again, I will link that all down below. And then for the month, I decided to use all capital letters, and I wanted to abbreviate them. Obviously, May only has 3 letters, but I also abbreviated the rest of the months. Now, the last section is gonna be for your actual numbers. So this is, again, going to be the same width as the other 2, but it's just gonna be a little bit shorter. And then you're also gonna cut it in half so you have 2 separate pieces. And then for this, you're gonna put your numbers on, same way as you did for the month and the day. You're gonna put 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom, flip it over, and do the same exact thing. Now, I will link also down below how many of each panel you need and what exactly you're gonna write on them. You can probably figure it out yourself, but I just wanna make it easy for you. Then the last step is to just cover them with Mod Podge. Now this dries clear, so you can put a pretty thick layer on, and that's just because the stickers don't stick that well to the cork, but with the Mod Podge on, they will stick and they definitely won't come off. Once everything has dried and you've put all your pieces together, it will look a little something like this. Now it's time to make the little base that you're going to put your calendar inside of. So it's going to be the length of the bottom of the calendar and then the depth. So I just put the whole thing onto a piece of cork and marked where it sat, and then I just traced those and cut them out, and then that is going to be my little base piece. Now it's time to make the sides. So I just measured about 2 inches up. It's about halfway up the number panel, and then I just sort of tested it against the base to make sure that it was the right width. And again, if you cut this bigger than it needs to be, you can always cut it down to make it exact. So you're gonna make 2 of those little pieces for the sides, and then the last thing is to make a front and a back. So it's going to be the width of the base and the 2 sides. So I just lined it up and measured it. It was a little over 5.5 inches. And then I just marked that right on another piece of cork. And then I used one of my little side pieces to mark the height. And then I just cut 2 of those out. Next, I decided to just paint this because I wanted to have some sort of distinction between the base of it and the actual calendar. So I just decided to paint it white. This is totally optional, but I thought it looked really nice with the contrast of the white and the cork. And then just let that dry, and then all you have to do is glue your base together. So just put some hot glue or any type of stronger glue that you have on the sides, and put your sides onto the base, and then just glue your front and back panels onto it. And once it's dry, you are ready to use it. You can use little push pins to stick notes to the base and switch out the day every single day, and it's just a really cute little desk accessory. that is it for my little calendar. I really love it, especially because you can reuse it year after year. You don't have to buy a new one because all the sections are separate, so you can switch them out and they're not specific to a particular year. So I really like that. Like I said, I will link all of the dimensions that I use down below, and if you get similar size stickers, you'll probably just get away with using those if you don't want to do any of the measuring. But it's pretty easy to figure out, and I would just suggest cutting it a little bigger, and then you can always cut it down if you need to. Thank you so much to the DIY Mommy for hosting this challenge. I had a lot of fun doing it. And go check out some of the other videos that I have linked in the playlist down below if you want some organization inspiration. And if you're new here, please subscribe to my channel if you like my videos and you want to see more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!